Wurmple. Introduced in Ruby and Sapphire in 2002, it was the early game bug Pokemon of the Hoenn region. While Wurmple is a pretty simple Pokemon, it's the only split Pokemon line with 3 stages. It can evolve either into Silcoon and then Beautifly, or it can evolve into Cascoon and then Dustox. Both of the final evolutions have great designs and even managed to make it into the Sinnoh Elite Four on Aaron's team. Aside from its evolutions, Wurmple hasn't seen any major changes since its initial release, except for the change in the second trailer of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wurmple has gained an extra spike on the back of its head that wasn't there before. If we compare this new model for Wurmple and the model of Wurmple from Pokemon Home, we can get a closer look at it and see that this spike doesn't exist on the old model. Well, it was there, it was just pink and matched the other spines on its back. And this new spike is the same color as the horn on its head and its tail spikes. What does this change mean for Wurmple? Well, there are several options we are going to look at and see which makes the most sense for the upcoming game. First, we're going to talk about gender differences. There are 100 Pokemon in the game that feature gender differences. This means that the male model and the female model of the Pokemon are slightly different. In the case for the Wurmple line, both Dustox and Beautifly have gender differences. Female Dustox have smaller antennas, and male Beautifly have larger red spots. Silcoon and Cascoon don't have gender differences, but how would you give a Cocoon a gender? Anyways, back to Wurmple. Perhaps male Wurmple will have an extra spike if this represented a gender difference. Another reason this horn might exist on Wurmple is to signify whether it'll evolve into a Beautifly or a Dustox. Currently, there isn't a way to see if your Wurmple will evolve into a Cascoon or a Silcoon. However, perhaps Wurmple with a second form will retain the poison type and evolve into Cascoon. It would be an interesting way to tell what Wurmple will evolve into without the chance of getting the other evolution you might not want. Another option, which I personally believe is highly unlikely, is that this is a visual error or a bug, no pun intended. While some people on the internet might think that this is Games Freak making another mistake, I disagree. This version of Wurmple is shown in too many different scenes, and is even featured in the trailer, showing that NPCs have mission for the player to complete. Why would Game Freak feature a Pokemon that has a visual glitch on it in their trailer? I don't think they would have. They would have chosen something else. Another possibility for this Wurmple is that it is a Hisuian Wurmple form. If it is a Hisuian form of Wurmple, will it be getting a Hisuian evolution? We've already seen Beautifly in the trailer, and it looks no different from its current model. However, we have never seen Dustox in the trailer. Perhaps only Dustox will be getting a Hisuian form, and maybe it'll look like the bow in Clara's hair from the Sword and Shield Island of Armor DLC. When Clara was first revealed, many people thought that we were going to be getting a Galarian form of Dustox. A white Dustox would be a nice addition to the game, and it'd be a great way to introduce it by showing it in a previous generation. Currently, we don't know why this new head spike exists, but it's fun to speculate what Game Freak might be thinking. But why would it have a second head spike in the past? I looked through all of Wurmple's Pokédex entries, but not a single one mentions the spike on Wurmple's head, only the spikes on its tail. Perhaps Wurmple in the Hisui region will have a predator that is now extinct, making its back head spike trait one that faded over time. But why would the spike be on the back of its head? Some real-life caterpillars, like the Phosphila turbulenta, I've probably butchered that name, have a false head on their back end. This allows them a second chance at survival when attacked by predators. However, with Wurmple, it isn't a perfect copy. Its head spikes aren't side by side like its tail spikes are. Perhaps whatever eats Wurmple in the Hisui region attacks the back of Wurmple's head and defeats it fast enough that its main source of defense, its tail spines, become useless. Either way, we can only speculate for now, and hopefully we'll learn more about this difference when a new trailer comes out. If not, we'll see when the game comes out January of next year. What do you think Wurmple's new head spike is for? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Peace.